Welcome everyone to Bullet Outdoors. Today we are on the west side of Kelly Flats, and I figured I'd show a video of these Tusk Terrabites in the snow. This storm came out of nowhere and it was pretty slick coming back down, so I figured, hey, let's do a video showing the traction on the way up the hill. All these tracks are mine here from this morning. And like I said, this storm just came out of nowhere. 30 minutes ago, it was clear skies and sunny. And I didn't really get a fair chance last season to really test these tires out in the snow. I can't say I was thoroughly impressed, but there wasn't really much snow when I got these tires. Compared to the OEM Bighorns. The Bighorns, man, they're fantastic in deep snow. Those things just grab. And there's a couple of decent climbs that we'll have to take care of here. So we'll see how these tires perform going uphill. The snow's a little bit inconsistent. Some there's about an inch or so on the ground, and others there's about maybe 4. And then in other areas there's 6 to 8, like snow drifts. So the tires are spinning a little bit, but not bad. There's the sun there. Now it did forecast for snow today, but a little bit later, not this early. I'm in low gear. But so far this morning, I'd say it wasn't too bad. There's one section coming over the crest and then coming back down and locked up all 4 and slid sideways. But I mean, that's not really anything unusual. I think every set of tires I've ever had on any machine, I've encountered situations like that, so. I did rotate the tires. The rear tires were getting kind of worn. And I'm not exactly sure if that's from Moab, actually. But I didn't really run in 2-wheel drive while I was in Moab. So, I don't know. But it kind of caught me by surprise a little bit, the rear tires. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be too surprised. I do a lot of burnouts, but it seemed like before Moab, the tires were evenly worn, even though one tire is fairly new, comparatively speaking. I have almost 2,000 miles on this machine now. And the majority of the trails in northern Colorado will close December 1st. Today is November 24th. Probably doesn't show up on camera. I mean, it's still snowing. It's still snowing, but it's not as heavy as it was just, I don't know, 30 minutes ago when it just came out of nowhere. And then this snow on the trail here is probably from yesterday. As I said, I'm making fresh tracks, and it didn't look like anybody had been on here yesterday. But if you've been following along on these videos, I've gone back and forth on these tires. It's almost like I want to hate these tires to justify getting new tires, but I don't know. At the end of the day, man, they do an awesome job. They're fantastic in Moab. I can't think of a single instance where I truly spun the tires or lost traction. And even though they call it slick rock, it's like sandpaper. You have a lot of traction. Instantly fell in love with Moab. Oh my God. Loved it. And I always thought Moab was overrated. It just seemed that way. In my teenage, junior high school years, I mountain biked and raced mountain bikes, and you'd always heard about Moab. Everyone always talked about Moab, but never went. And then, carry on later from mountain biking to dirt bikes to ATVs and then side-by-sides. All you ever hear, see, and have people talk about is Moab. Go to Moab. And it's just like, whatever. But yeah, it definitely lived up to the hype, and I barely scratched the surface of what was there. I spent a good 8-9 hours in the 7 Mile Rim area, and there was still more to do. And then the next day I did Fins and Things and Hell's Revenge, and yeah, awesome. So I'm definitely gonna go back for the Rally on the Rocks in May for sure. I actually already booked a cabin, so I'm set. And then hopefully I'll go again in like March or so and check out maybe like Poison Spider and Hey Joe Canyon, stuff like that. Kind of venture out a little bit more and experience more of what Moab has. But bringing it back to these Tusk Terabite tires, it's just, yeah, it's like I always wanted to convince myself to hate these tires to justify getting a different set. But yeah, they always perform when I need them to. Except for that pinch flat. I think the pinch flat is what soured me on them the most. And it's tough to say why or how exactly that happened. I didn't go back and look at the rock that I hit, but I wasn't going terribly fast when it happened. So here we'll start doing a little bit of climbing, and we can see the traction of these tires with the snow. I don't seem to be spinning too much. Interesting. Now I am in low gear. That probably would have been a different situation in high gear. Whereas through here they seem to have decent bite. It's a little deeper here. So that climb didn't seem too bad compared to the other one. No complaints there. So, yeah, they're not doing too bad. Maybe, what would I give it? B plus? And that'll be pretty much it for any kind of climbing in the snow on this trail. It's all downhill from here. So I want to thank you for coming along, watching this mini review of the 32-inch Tusk Terrabites in snow in northern Colorado. This is the Kelly Flats Trail, which is closing in about a week, which is a bummer. If you like what I do, please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or suggestions on tires, or if you also like or don't like Tusk Terrabites, leave them below. And I'll see you next time. Peace.